Jonathan Irvine. Israel FBA is a British writer on Dutch history, the Age of Enlightenment and European Jews. Israel was appointed as Andrew W.Mellon Professor in the School of Historical Studies at the Institute for Advanced Study, Princeton, New Jersey, in January 2001. He was previously Professor of Dutch History and Institutions at the University of London. In recent years, Israel has focused his attention on a multi-volume history of the Age of Enlightenment. He contrasts two camps: the radical Enlightenment, founded on a rationalist materialism first articulated by Spinoza. Standing in opposition was a moderate Enlightenment, which he sees as profoundly weakened by its belief in God. In Israel's highly controversial interpretation, the radical Enlightenment is the main source of the modern idea of freedom. He contends that the moderate Enlightenment, including Locke, Voltaire, Montesquieu, and Rousseau, made no real contribution to the campaign against superstition and ignorance. Life. Israel's career until 2001 unfolded in UK academia. He did his undergraduate studies at Queen's College, Cambridge, and his graduate work at University of Oxford and the El Colegio de Mexico, Mexico City, receiving his D.Phil. from Oxford in 1972. He was named Sir James Knott Research Fellow at the University of Newcastle upon Tyne in 1970, and in 1972 he moved to the University of Hull, where he was first an assistant lecturer, then a lecturer in early modern Europe. In 1974 he became a lecturer in early modern European history at University College London, progressing to become a reader in modern history in 1981, then to become Professor of Dutch History and Institutions in 1984. In January 2001, Israel became a professor of modern European history in the School of Historical Studies at the Institute for Advanced Study, Princeton, USA. In 2007, the 375th anniversary of the birth of Spinoza, he held the Spinoza Chair of Philosophy at the University of Amsterdam. Viewpoints. Israel has defined what he considers to be the radical Enlightenment, arguing it originated with Spinoza. He argues in great detail that Spinoza and Spinozism were in fact the intellectual backbone of the European radical Enlightenment everywhere, not only in the Netherlands, Germany, France, Italy, and Scandinavia, but also Britain and Ireland, and that the radical Enlightenment, leaning towards religious skepticism and republican government, leads on to the modern liberal democratic state. Israel is sharply critical of Jean-Paul Marat and Maximilien de Robespierre for repudiating the true values of the radical Enlightenment and grossly distorting the French Revolution. He argues Jacobin ideology and culture under Robespierre was an obsessive Rousseauist moral puritanism steeped in authoritarianism, anti-intellectualism, and xenophobia, and it repudiated free expression, basic human rights, and democracy. Honours and awards. He was made a Fellow of the British Academy in 1992, corresponding Fellow of the Koninklijke Nederlandse Academie van Wetenschappen in 1994, won the American Historical Association's Leo Gershoi Award in 2001, and was made Knight of the Order of the Netherlands Line in 2004. In 2008, he won the Dr. A. H. Heineken Prize for History, Medicine, Environmental Studies and Cognitive Science. In 2010 he was awarded the Benjamin Franklin Medal by the Royal Society for the Encouragement of Arts, Manufactures and Commerce for his outstanding contribution to Enlightenment scholarship. Critique. In response to Israel's series on the Enlightenment, writes Johnson Kent Wright, there appeared A series of in-depth critiques, from leading practitioners of every stripe, including Theo Verbeek, Harvey Chusick, Anthony Loviopie, Antoine Lilty, Samuel Mon, and Dan Edelstein. Though all expressed admiration for the breadth of Israel's reading and display of sheer scholarly stamina, they also reached a strikingly unanimous verdict. In the eyes of his critics, Israel's interpretation of the Enlightenment is a kind of academic juggernaut, careening destructively through the discipline, in the service of a false idol, Spinoza, supposed demiurge of modernity, and an unsustainable principle, the idea of an umbilical connection between metaphysical monism and political radicalism. A Marxist offensive Israel against one critic appeared in 2010 on the World Socialist website, particularly in the article The Nation, Jonathan Israel, and the Enlightenment. The two defenders also criticize Israel, saying there are problems in his argument. The dichotomy between a radical and moderate enlightenment, however suggestive and stimulating, tends at times to overly simplify complex and contradictory processes in the development of philosophical thought. It is not always the case, as Professor Israel seems to suggest, that the most significant advances in philosophical thought were made by individuals who held the most politically radical views. In 2004, in response to a Historisch Nieuwsblad survey, which asked members of the Royal Netherlands Historical Society what were the classic works about Dutch history, the Dutch Republic, its rise, greatness and fall, 1477 to 1806 came in second place. Works, Race, Class and Politics in Colonial Mexico, 1610 to 70. Oxford Historical Monographs, 1975. ISBN 0-19821860-5 HB. The Dutch Republic and the Hispanic World, 1606 to 61. 1982. ISBN 0-19826534-4 HB. ISBN 0-1982199889 PB. European Jewry and the Age of Mercantilism, 1550 to 1750. 1985. ISBN 0-19821928-8 HB. ISBN 1874774442 OPB. Dutch Primacy in World Trade, 1585 to 1740. 1989. ISBN 0-19821139-2 PB. Empires and Entrepots, the Dutch, the Spanish Monarchy and the Jews, 1585 to 1713. 1990. ISBN 1852850221 HB. The Anglo-Dutch Moment, Essays on the Glorious Revolution and its World Impact. 1991. ISBN 0-521-39075-3 HB. ISBN 0-521-544068 PB. From Persecution to Toleration, Glorious Revolution and Religion in England. 1991. ISBN 0-19820196-6 HB. The Dutch Republic, Its Rise, Greatness and Fall, 1477 to 1806. Oxford History of Early Modern Europe. 1995. ISBN 0-19873072-1 HB. ISBN 0-19820734-4 PB. Documents the Golden Age of the United Provinces of the Netherlands and its historical context. Conflicts of empires, Spain, the Low Countries and the struggle for world supremacy, 1585 to 1713. 1997. ISBN 1852851619 HB. Radical Enlightenment, Philosophy and the Making of Modernity, 1650 to 1750. 2001, ISBN 0198206089 ISBN 0199254567 PB, emphasizes the role of 17th-century Holland, and Spinoza in particular, in the Enlightenment. Diasporas within a diaspora, Jews, Crypto-Jews and the World of Maritime Empires. Brill's Series in Jewish Studies. 2002, ISBN 9004127658 HB. Dutch Jewry, Its History and Secular Culture. Brill's Series in Jewish Studies. 2002, ISBN 9004124365 HB. Enlightenment Contested, Philosophy, Modernity, and the Emancipation of Man, 1670–1752. 2006, ISBN 0-19-927922-5 HB. A Revolution of the Mind, Radical Enlightenment and the Intellectual Origins of Modern Democracy. 2009. ISBN 9780691142005 HB. Democratic Enlightenment, Philosophy, Revolution, and Human Rights 1750–1790. 2011. ISBN 9780199548200 HB. Revolutionary Ideas, An Intellectual History of the French Revolution from the Rights of Man to Robespierre. 2014. ISBN 9780691151724 HB. Enlightenment Contested, and Democratic Enlightenment constitute a monumental trilogy on the history of the radical Enlightenment and the intellectual origins of modern democracy. A Revolution of the Mind is a short work on the same theme. The list above is complete as of November 2013.